assets and bring it down to bite-sized pieces. So today we're going to talk about some interesting stories. First up, HBO's Real Time with Bill Maher. He did a segment to millions of his viewers where he pretty much just laid out his thoughts on crypto and digital assets, and people were cheering and clapping and really celebrating everything. And I'm just going to here to go over it and tell you, it wasn't good, and really how we should be treating these people that are really pointing the finger and just saying this is a ridiculous market. And it's really going to encompass what is happening in the NFL, where Trevor Lawrence is the #1 draft pick. He's taking his entire signing bonus in cryptocurrencies. This is a great article written by John Miltimore. I encourage everybody to follow him. And it just really lays out why if you're laughing and jeering right now at crypto and digital assets, there's a reason, and it's coming fast, why you really need to pay attention, because if you don't, things are going to pass you by, and it's going to be pretty upsetting. And this article pretty much just lays it out. It's probably one of the best articles I have ever read for crypto and digital assets. So we'll take a look at that. But first, let's take a look at the market. So today it is May 2nd. This is Trade the Chain. Take a look at sentiment analysis. I talk about it all the time. Links in the description. But we're at 2.2 trillion. So for everybody who bought the dip, congratulations. It's like we always talk about here. If you don't like the price of a crypto project, just wait a couple of days. It's like the weather in Houston. If you don't like it, it's going to change. And here we are. We're back to almost all our all-time highs, except for Bitcoin. Bitcoin's only at 56.5, and dominance has slipped a little bit. And I think money is flowing into alts. That is just how it goes. So things go into Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the gateway crypto, as I call it. And then people get into alts, such as Ethereum, which is almost knocking at $3,000. Binance Coin, 620. XRP, watch out, $1.57. And you take a look at these 7-day averages. I mean, this is massive. 12%, 24%, 21, 38, 44% for Dogecoin. Hey, congratulations, all you Dogecoin holders. I don't hold Dogecoin, and I've been talking negatively about it, but if it goes up, if it makes money, it makes sense. Good for you. Polkadot and everything else, and just everything's up just massively today. So it's a weird day because Wednesday's hump day and Sunday's dump day, in my opinion. But we're holding pretty strong. So for all the people that are laughing, let me get to those stories. So, before we get to that, I just want to cover just a little quick update. Turkey, a couple weeks ago, they talked about banning cryptocurrencies for payments. Now they're still on the same course, but they're making progress. So this just came out yesterday late, and the Turkish government has updated the country's crypto regulation. This is published in the official Turkey Gazette. The official Gazette is like the main primary information hub for Turkey, and it states the new rule adds crypto trading platforms to the list of entities covered by AML, anti-money laundering, and combating the financing of terrorism regulations. The country's latest expansion of rules covering crypto transactions would take immediate effect. So right now, everybody has to comply. It's already been passed. The government previously said that it plans to establish a central custodian bank to eliminate counterparty risk, among other provisions. So they want to keep some kind of control. They want to have the custodians be the banks. All right. So there's a medium. I know some people are not going to agree with that, but hey, sometimes you got to crawl before you can run. Let's see how that works out. I don't know. Turkey's central bank recently banned the use of crypto for payments, and 2 Turkish crypto exchanges, Thodex and Bitcoin, I guess, halted trading abruptly and are now being investigated for fraud. One, I think, was mismanagement, and one was just an outright fraud. So there is progress being made over there in Turkey. So great. This is good news, in my opinion, just not fantastic news. All right. So let's take a look at what is going on here. So let me just refresh this. So Bill Maher, if you don't know, in America, he's a comedian. I use that term loosely. Some people love him, some people hate him, but it doesn't really matter. And he went on a tirade for like 8 minutes straight about just how awful crypto and digital assets were. And what was striking to me was, I thought I would hear some chuckles and a little bit of laughter or clapping, but man, it was like overjoyness of people like really hating on crypto. One thing that was interesting though was that when he brought up Dogecoin, people were clapping like crazy. So hey, you know what? If that's what it takes for people to be happy, so much the better. But he pretty much just laid it out and said, I don't believe in it. I think it's stupid. You don't understand. I don't understand. And that's just how it is. And people shouldn't be involved into it. And it's just really awful. And I thought it was kind of a sucky thing to say. But then I just, again, one of my fatal flaws, which is I always think that people are like me and they'll do all the research and they really get into it, but sometimes it just takes people time, and that's what it is. My story, if you don't know, my son brought home Bitcoin he said at his school, he had some kid who was going to sell him 500 Bitcoin for $500. This was early. And I was like, that is so stupid. I didn't say stupid. I said, that's crazy. I don't think that's going to work. It's like, oh, okay. I just thought I'd run it by you. Now here we are, right? So it just takes people a little bit of time. So for Bill and for everybody else out there who doesn't get it yet, it's okay. It's all right. I didn't get it initially first either, but once you do your research and take a look down, then you kind of get it. And if we take a look back at people who just didn't get it, besides good old Rob here at Digital Asset News, we can take a look at somebody like Jordan Belfort and the Wolf of Wall Street. He said, hey, this was in 2018. He says Bitcoin shouldn't exist. He's baffled by the price, warns it's a scam. That was in 2018. Fast forward to 2021, he did a video where he talks about, well, this is why the government will destroy Bitcoin. And then he comes out, just a couple months ago, March 24th, and said, hey, it's going to be awesome, and it's going to soar up to $100,000. And so it's just one of those things. And then on top of that, you'll have even like JP Morgan, who are, that's all they do, finances, right? And I'm not gonna poo-poo all over Bill Maher because he's a comedian and he shouldn't talk. Look at me. My history is marketing, healthcare, and just small businesses. And here I am talking to you about it. It's not like I am a cryptologist or I'm a programmer, but it's something I believe in. And so if Bill Maher doesn't get it, it's not because I'm going to hate on him because, oh, you're a comedian, how dare you? It's just that you got to do a little more research. That's all it really comes down to. Just like JP Morgan. And these are the guys that are in finances. And this is a nice little timeline. 2015, virtual currency will be stopped. 2017, Bitcoin's a fraud. It's a fraud. It'll never work up. Now he gets warmed up to it in 2020. Then 2021, he says investors should invest 1% of their portfolio. And now just recently, a week ago, he said, hey, JP Morgan's going to actively offer manage a Bitcoin funds for you guys. So look, everybody has their own learning curve. And the only thing that concerned me about this video was just how wholeheartedly people were like, yes, this is fantastic. And yes, we don't like crypto and it's dumb and you're right. And you get into that groupthink, and that is the most dangerous thing. So like even on this channel, we could all be in groupthink. We all think that, oh, well, people are just like us, right? People just know it and get it and everything else. That is a prime example of how people just don't get it and just don't understand right now what's going on. So when people say, we're not early, we're like in the 5th inning or 6th inning or whatever they say, that's not the truth. There's people out there that just don't understand. And really, it's up to us to not reiterate the stories of the Bill Mahers of the world and the Charlie Mungers and the Warren Buffetts, but to take a look at, hey, look at these other institutions that are getting in. Look at all these people that are getting into it. Look at all these, old world investments. You have like a Mass Mutual or a Liberty, or even Tesla's into it right now, even though it's a better, more technology driven company. These